to you for our Libra readings. And let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. This is a love reading for the collective, for Libra. I'm so glad that you are here with me today. Life has been a little choppy for me, so I've been able to be home a little bit more. So because of that, I came on just for you. As you know, we layer on this channel. So this is our first one, our giant weight rider deck. Let me just get these out. I can tell you're already coming out and you're reading, Libra, which is a good thing. And again, this is not gender specific. Just because I say male or female energy, meaning king or queen, or anything like that, does not necessarily mean that it's only for females, okay? So please make sure that you fit the role, and sometimes things can be reversed, okay? This is at the bottom. That's not bad. That's the Pentacles there. We're going to be using a bunch of decks, and one of them is going to be the palmistry deck, so I'll just introduce that to you right now. And then we're going to be using the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck as well, okay? And then other tarot. I know you guys like to know what it is we're using, so that's why I went ahead and said it now, so that I don't have to be worrying about that I tell you guys later, okay? So this is the first thing that you've got on the table. Got your Ace of Swords, which is beautiful, new beginnings and somebody speaking their truths. You have the Queen of Swords, my Libras. So again, male or female Libra, it doesn't matter. General air signs are welcome as well. Help is on the way. Whatever help you've been needing, it's on the way. You have your Three of Wands, okay? So you have your foot in the right direction. You already have 2 pages on the table, so I'll show you again, okay? Page of Coins, and you have the Page of Cups. I just saw the Devil, so I'm gonna leave it there, but if he comes out again in the other decks, I most definitely will tap into that, okay? 3 of Coins, so you already have 2 coinage cards. I'm not gonna say they're great, like, oh my gosh, Libra, you're gonna go and get rich right this moment. You could, technically, or you could not. The point is, you're going in the right direction. And although this is supposed to be a love reading, we go with Spirit because Spirit knows what they're doing, okay? Much rest is needed. Perhaps you're in contemplation right now. Perhaps you are in meditation. I don't know. We're going to expound on all of that, okay? Now, this is the money card you want. This is the Empress, because she's always fertile and she's always abundant, okay? Going to different places other than this chop weather that you've been experiencing, and another ace. So you have your Ace of Wands. All right, so you guys know, y'all know already that I layer, okay? Hi everyone, Pixie Raid. Hi Pixie Raid, how are you doing? The topic is Libra and air signs, okay? So even if you have Libra anywhere in your chart, you may also find an affinity with this reading, okay? It is a general reading, guys. And I'm layering, so I can read while I layer. Righty, so how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Please tell me where you're from. Where are you watching from? Please and thank you. Ah, good cards. Queen of Swords, please. Why is she here? So I'm just layering because this is the way I read normally, guys. And I don't shortchange my audience just because they're not paying, okay? In Caves, hi. Is it M Caves Gaming? Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? Man, you get some good cards and it's about darn time. We've been having some really bad energies come through because of the way the planetary alignments are. I've been going through it. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced anything at all that you can say, OMG, I've had it and I'm done. How are you, honey? I'm good. Thank you for asking. All right. Why is this 3 of Wands here? Oh my gosh. You guys are going to freak out when I show you. That was a jumper, but it didn't turn all the way over. So I'm not going to take that. Interesting, guys. All right, then. 3 of Wands. Anything else for the 3 of Wands, please? But yeah, please. Make yourselves at home. Go get some, I used to tell people, go get some popcorn, go get yourself something to drink while I'm shuffling. Because I know that people like to see people shuffle and not say, look, look, I'm showing you, look, and there's nothing to look at. I can't stand that. Yes, I do actually believe that ghosts are real, Pixie. How about you? Do you think ghosts are real? Ah, we finally do get a not too bad of cards here. I'll explain in a minute, but a little bit of stuff going on in that corner over there that I'll explain. And what about the 3 of coins, please? 3 coins for my beautiful Libras, my gorgeous Libra. How you doing? I hope that life has been treating you well. I really do, because let me tell you, life can get hard if you let it. You know, you can fall into all of the problems, right, that come. You do believe? Well, that's awesome. Have you seen any ghosts, Pixie? 3 of Swords. Tell me your story if you have, because I can tell you stories about what I've seen. And people normally would not believe the things that I've seen. As a matter of fact, I posted 2, I believe 2 introductory videos here on this particular channel of mine. And I let y'all know how I came about knowing about my gifts. And I think it's important because sometimes people go through the same thing, but if they don't know that others are going through these things, and if you're like me, everybody always tells you, you're crazy, you don't see anything, etc. Hansi honey. Hansi honey. I don't know what that means, but that's cute. What am I doing? We're doing a Libra reading, honey. This is tarot, okay? And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you don't believe in tarot, it's okay to scroll away. I won't be hurt. All right, why is this Empress here, please? Ooh, why is the Empress here, please? Why is the Empress? Why is she here? Why is the Empress here, please? Cards are jumping out at me here. Okay. Anything else for the Empress, please? Anything else for the Empress, please? But yeah, I have seen many things. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing? Thank you for casting a protection spell on me. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Anything else for this Empress, please? Ah, okay. Dicho y hecho. So I speak English and I speak Spanish, and sometimes I speak Spanglish, I guess you could say. In my house, I see experience and ghost what he is good ghost. Oh, well, that's good. You're Virgo, that's okay. You might see things here that maybe are going to maybe capture your attention and say, yeah, I'm going through that. Who's this? Sea Dog. Hi, Sea Dog. Yes, the world is crazy, I'm telling you, especially with all the planetary alignments that are cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. And then, did y'all know that there was a massive, I think it was a 3.7, if I'm not mistaken, earthquake in Japan, and then later on the same day, I believe it was, there was another earthquake in Japan, but that one was a 7.8, I think, on the Richter scale. So that one was pretty bad. Pretty bad. So yeah, pretty bad. I don't know what to say about that, except that things are unstable all over, you know? Things are unstable all over. Of Swords here, please. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords, please. 6 of Swords. We want to get a big picture. I always treat you guys like you're paying customers. I really don't care. I'd rather give y'all the truth. And I don't pull any punches, though, guys. It's not always, you know, butterflies and rainbows and pixies and all that. No offense. But it's not always that way. Sometimes it literally is bad news. And it's better for me. I've learned that it's better forewarned than forearmed, okay? And again, you know, YouTube expects us to say these are entertainment purposes. It's whatever. You guys need to tarot maturely, right? Okay, one more, please, for this Ace of Wands. One more for the Ace of Wands, please. And we're on our way. All right, thank you. Wow. Okay, one thing I'm going to tell you. Oh, you got... I'm going to try to cover goodies. You get the star at the bottom of this deck, okay? One thing I'm going to tell you right now is you're going to have to come up probably ending of this week into next week, you're going to have to be making a lot of decisions. All right. So the first card that we had on our main layer was the Ace of Swords. So some bit of truths that are coming towards you, or something is coming to the light that maybe you were not aware of, okay? Oh, honey, you know what? Things are going to start changing for you in the positive, because I have a house in Mercury as well, and I do better during Mercury retrograde, and most people do really poorly. I don't know what that is, except that I do have Mercury in one of my houses, and I have to actually look to see which one it's affecting. Okay, but back to the reading. So again, we have the Eight of Wands and the Justice card to your Ace of Swords. So something is coming towards you, and that's going to bring you, let's say you're going through something legal, you're going to have a win. If you're going through any contracts, you're going to get them signed. You're going to be awarded contracts, or even if it's a job, if it's in your career. Let's say that you're going through school, possibly a degree, possibly enrolling in school. You need to, put it in where you fit in, right? So everybody is different. I'm reading for all Libras. So I can't possibly give you your exact scenario for every single one of you, but this is a positive beginning, a positive step. So what, we're Thursday? Is that correct? We're on Thursday today. So if we're on Thursday today, from now to the end of the week, you're going to have a lot of surprises and a lot of news that comes your way, even into Monday and Tuesday possibly, okay? What is the news? The news is telling you you're moving forward. You're moving forward. You have the Chariot, the charioteer, and who better to serve that than the female aspect of the Libra? Now, I keep telling you, don't worry about that if it's a male or female on the cards, because that's just the energies. So what are the energies telling us? The energies are telling us that for you, Libra, and possibly for air signs in general, you are in control. You're in demand, and you know what you're doing. You know which way to steer this boat, this ship, whatever you want to call it, this airplane, and it's going to go your way. Okay? Your next pile here is telling you that whatever it is that you're going through right now, if you feel like you haven't gotten help, right, to get yourself started, situated, moving forward, whatever it is that you're going through, don't worry about that, because the Tower is coming in to make that change. And I don't know if you've ever paid attention to this card, but do you see the coins coming out of his hand? So help is coming, whether that's financial or otherwise, okay? And I know this is sounding more and more like a financial reading instead of love reading. Don't you worry, by the end of the reading, we'll double back and we'll do love if nothing presents itself. You do have the 10 of Cups here, okay? So whatever changes are coming, guys, my goodness, they're in your favor, okay? And here we have your security with the Four of Coins. So again, this is a beautiful reading so far. Yes, I see glitches here and there. We'll get to that in a minute, okay? This is why I said, oh my goodness. And this is exactly why I like to lay when I do my personal readings for my private patrons, okay? My clients. Do you see that? There were 3 cards in this pile. 2 different decks, but that's why I layer, because I love it when they clarify themselves, okay? So here you have the 3 of Wands to the 3 of Wands. So this new beginning, it's like I hear somebody saying, God, whatever you believe in, right? God, help me. And God is saying, but I am helping you. I'm bringing you this new beginning with the 3 of Wands. And you're probably in your head, if you're anything like me, being a Libra myself, well, God, I don't see it. It's coming. I already told you it's coming, right? Sometimes we need to hear it more than once. And then you see here the Knight of Cups. So now we're moving a little bit into the love, and also, from love from spirit, love from self, telling you, hey, relax, it's coming. It's coming. Be good to yourself, okay? Because worries, let's put it this way. When has worry gotten you anywhere? When has worry gotten you anywhere? It doesn't get you closer to the finish line. I promise you it doesn't. It causes you heartburn. It can cause you a heart attack. Whatever. Stress. Don't worry, just let go, let God, okay? Because Spirit has it. You have the Page of Cups, so another cup of love. I call these two cards little cups of love because it's not a major love coming your way, but it is a measure of love or affection, okay? And you can also have someone offering you something or inviting you to go somewhere. It just depends, right? With your situation. Now, this could be a lot of strife with the Five of Wands. It could be. That's what typically, this card means. Or it could just mean that you're going to be so industrious, you're going to be super busy. And look at bring in the 10 of coins, boom. So we already got two really beautiful cards in here. Well, more than two, I'm gonna tell you, more than two. But look at these two cards and tell me if you do tarot or if you know of tarot or you listen to tarot all the time. These two cards are amazing. You get fullness of love and fullness of money. So you're going to be happy. You might be busy. Oh, but you're going to be happy, my friends. So that's a good thing. So if anything has wrong, if anything's been moving slowly, if anything hasn't been in your favor, it's about to change, okay? How are you? My last message. I actually know quite a bit on Hinduism. Yes, I do. But thank you so much for that, hun. Okay, 3 of coins. So again, maybe you're a master at your craft. Maybe you are someone who is very skilled. Maybe your skill is going to be looked at and somebody's going to be saying, wow, I think that they need to be moved to another area. You never know. Now here, I'm going to tell you the things I don't like or that don't feel too good to me on this particular throw. I see the moon. Feeling some kind of way about, somebody looking at your work. Feeling some kind of way, feeling like it's a disaster. Why do I say that? Because you have the 9 of Swords. You have the 9 of Swords for this work. So whatever work it is that you're doing, it's going to feel to you like it's a disaster. It's going to feel to you like perhaps it's just not a good fit or something like that. Or maybe you feel judged for your work, okay? But look at what I see. Look what I see. Ace of Cups. So let me see. You have 3 aces on the board. You have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and now you have the Ace of Cups. So this in general is not a bad reading. And Libras, my God, the readings that I posted before, they were pretty choppy. They were pretty bad. So your energy is improving. And I'm not going to guarantee you that you're not going to go through any hiccups, that you're not going to hit any bumps in the road, because it looks like you will hit a couple of bumps. But so far, this one is self-imposed. This one is being super busy and industrious. And this one is, am I cut out for this? Okay. So just, again, what was the message from Spirit? Calm down and love yourself a little bit. Okay. So here, this is mostly the King's repose, right? On this 4 of Swords, we always see where maybe somebody's been overworking and somebody needs to really rest, or somebody is really in anguish, right? So they need to stop for a while, meditate. They need to perhaps be in prayer and contemplation, or perhaps they have been in prayer and contemplation and they don't feel a level of comfort yet. They don't see from which their help is coming, but you already have help on the way. That's already been foretold twice, thrice, quadruple times already. So it's coming. And look at that. You think that you're not going to get your way, but you are. This card, if it wasn't a love reading, I don't even want to tell you about it, okay? But here the 7 of Swords is saying, rest assured, whatever it is that you're having to do, whatever it is you're having to get done, it may not get done quickly or on time that you want it, but it's going to get done and everything's going to work out perfectly. You have the 9 of coins. So my gosh, my Libras, you already had the 10 of coins. You already had the 10 of coins. You couldn't go any further. So that's why you have the 9 now. So I'm telling you, even though you may not feel extra confident or secure in whatever it is that's happening around you and to you, rest assured that it's going to change for the positive. And that's a beauty right there. I'm going to take this reading as a Libra. I'm taking it because I'm telling you, everything has been stinky cheese up till now. And I'm not kidding. You have the videos right there that I've posted lately, and you're welcome to rewatch them or watch them, okay? So you can see what I'm talking about. My Libras, look at that. You go from the Queen of Swords to the Empress. And again, I don't care if you're a male or a female, okay? I don't care. The point is, you're working with wisdom. You're working with your skill. You're working with God leading you and being led by God, allowing God to lead you. And because of that, you're growing into the Empress energy. So what's the difference between the Emperor and the Empress? The Emperor is a dad, right? He's someone with authority, and he's somebody that, you know, you can be really stern, or you can be just someone who gives loving direction. The Empress is very fertile. She's abundant. Anything she touches turns, you know, to, let's say if it's a plant, it just grows like a weed. So anything that she's going to touch, which is you, is going to grow like a weed, okay? Look at this. Look at this. So the first card you got was the Six of Wands. So whatever it is that you're going to be doing coming up soon, even if it's at work or if it's a business that you own, let me tell you something that's going to go extremely well for you. And all the things of yesterday, as far as financial woes are concerned, you are going to feel like you're walking away from them, like they're becoming less and less, okay? You have the Three of Cups here. So I'm telling you, you have Three of Cups, you have Three of Wands. So these new beginnings, and this is the Fate card, okay, are something that they're telling you, hey, this too shall pass, keep going, don't stop. Here you have the High Priestess, and we're going to look more into the High Priestess as well to see why she's here as soon as we start doubling back and starting to clarify. You are going to smoother waters with this beautiful Six of Swords. Again, sometimes we want to stay in this. And this can be the henny penny too. You know, the sky is falling, nothing's going right. What do I do? I already said, you can complain or get upset all you want, but all you're doing is damaging your good health. So don't do that, okay? Just keep going, guys. Just keep going. And I tell you all that these cards, the way that they're measured, they will clarify themselves. You see the Five of Swords, only one person can win. Only one. And that person is you, because you also have the power of co-creation. And when you're co-creating, you have the power to change things. That's why the Magician is there. This last card, okay, you see what deck it's from? That's why I tell you guys, I love to clarify by layering, because the Three of Coins came out again. So what does that tell me? It tells me that not only are you going to like the job, you're going to excel in the job, or whatever it is that you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing a great job, and people will notice if it's not your own business. You have the Ace of Wands towards the end of this layout that I have on the table. Hi, Armand, how are you doing? How are you doing, hun? How are you doing? Okay? Now, this new beginning, for some reason, this card comes out. Okay? I say for some reason. But this is not in reference to money. I don't think this is in reference to money. I think this is in reference to this Five of Coins. Choice. Do I help this person? Do I not help this person? Do I guide this person? Do I not? Because look, this person is feeling tight and bound. This is the test, ultimate test card. But you can make it. It doesn't matter whether you want to lead or you don't, you want to follow, or somewhere in between, right? Being a team player, as they call it. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune comes out. So remember what I said in the beginning of this reading. If you've been stuck, if things have not been moving forward for you, don't worry. This energy that's presenting itself during this throw is awesome, okay? I don't, honey. I don't know about that. I'm going to just say truthfully, okay? Here you go. This is something from the past. So if you haven't done this work in the past, then perhaps somebody from the past is coming through. Let us start to do our clarification, okay? And I may just use 2 different decks, so I'm just going to gather that one just in case I run out of cards, okay? No, honey, I'm not here to debate. I appreciate you, though. What I'm here to do is my tarot. You're welcome to stay and watch or not. That's your choice. But thank you so much for stopping by, okay? All right, for the justice. Libra's getting their justice. Did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah. So you get the 10 of Wands. And for the 10 of Wands, I'm going to tell you right now, for me, that's Spirit acknowledging you. They're acknowledging that you have gone through the ringer and that you've had to deal with some heavy stuff. Anything else for the justice? Is that why you're giving the Libra their justice? Is that why you're giving Libra their justice? Because of the tons that you're acknowledging, please. And thank you. I think that's exactly the answer. Is the 10 of Wands is the reason you're getting your justice. Look, it's done. It's done. You see that? It's done. So whatever you went through, Libra, you're coming out of it. You're coming out of it, okay? Perfect. That's a good answer. Thank you so much. So because of that, it's saying that's it. After this, the heaviness that you've been feeling, the battling per se that you've been going through is going to dissipate. It's going to go away. So don't be worried. Don't be concerned. You've had a lot to deal with the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords is the final part of that, okay? So the justice comes because God, the great I am, spirit, whatever you want to call what you believe in, seen your troubles and is more than wanting to acknowledge you and tell you it's done. Okay, so the Chariot and the 10 of Cups, please. What is the Chariot and the 10 of Cups? See, you have the Ace of Wands all over again. You have the Ace of Wands all over again, guys. So again, things are coming up brand spanking new. Sometimes we gotta let go, though. I will tell you that. Sometimes it's up to us to let it go. What do I mean by that? I mean, if we've been going through the ringer, but we still hold on to that energy, and we still don't accept that change is coming, then that energy has a hard time changing or shifting. So we also have to let go of that energy, okay? This Tower and coming up with the 4 of Coins, I know you saw my smile, and that's because some of you have been really going through it, and this change is going to mean the difference between living a more calm life and with adequate amount of money, resources, etc., or strife. But that Tower is coming in to tell you that things are changing and your security is coming. Look at that. Be strong. Be strong. Remember that Lion? Yeah, be strong, guys. Be strong and be solid. Everything's going your way. All right, that one flipped, but I did see it, so I'm taking it. Look. I'm telling you guys, this is the Ace of Coins. Okay, this is the Ace of Coins. Be strong. Your monies are growing. Your money energy is growing and changing. Be strong. Everything will go your way. You just have to believe, my friends, okay? All right, why is this 3 of Wands is so prominent? Because it came out twice. Why is the 3 of Wands here? What is it promising that it's going to bring? 3 of Wands. Ooh, for some of you guys, you're getting married. And for some of you that are not wanting to get married, then you're either going into business or you literally are going to become somebody's partner. Okay? And business. So you get the marriage card. For some of you, you will get the marriage card because you're getting engaged, married, going to the next level with your significant other, etc. But you also get the 7 of Coins, guys. You also get the 7 of Coins, so you're reaping the harvest. So a lot of positive changes on its way, my friends. So I would take it if I were you, okay? I would take it. So let's see why this 5 of Wands is here. Why is the 5 of Wands here, please? You may work with someone that's a little bit younger, okay? And this is going to be the Knight of Swords. Knights are people that are always moving around, always doing stuff. They're approximately in their 30s and 40s, and they're always running around. They're always doing something, okay? Now, this Knight is a very quick Knight. So something quickly is going to resolve itself, or perhaps you have to pick up speed when it comes to work, okay? How about this, Ace of Cups. How about the Ace of Cups, please? Couldn't decide which one I wanted to clarify. Ace of Cups, please. Oh my gosh. Now I see. Now I see. Now it makes sense. Remember I told you guys in reference to the Three of Coins, I saw two cards that were kind of derogatory, and there they are, the Moon and then the Nine of Swords. But then what was promised was the Ace of Cups, right? So something is coming. Your cups will be filled either with love or with money. But look, here you go again, another crossroads. Why does the crossroads come out? You might ask. That's because you're going to have some indecision within you. You're going to have some indecision. What is the final outcome for this Two of Coins, please? Two of Coins, please. Two of Coins. Why is it here? Okay, that one flipped all the way, even though I didn't get to see it very much. You have to use different strategies this time around, guys. Whatever it is that you want, you've got to have plans. You've got to set those plans in motion. You can't do the I fly by the seat of my pants type of thing this time around. So everything can go smoothly and everything can go as planned. You will have to make plans and set those plans in motion, okay? All right, the Seven of Swords, getting away with the Nine of Coins. What does this mean for Libra, please? And thank you. Oh my God, okay. You got the Ten of Cups again, guys. You got the Ten of Cups again. Look at that. Two different decks. You got the Ten of Coins. I'm sorry, the Ten of Cups. So this is going to bring you a lot of joy, but you're going to feel very stressed out. You're going to feel very stressed out. Maybe what Spirit is doing, because of what I'm seeing, maybe what Spirit is doing is taking you away from the norm. Hi, Shek. You know, maybe that's what is happening. Maybe God is taking you away from what you normally do. And because of that, sometimes we feel awkward. It's out of our element. What am I doing? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Yes, you will be doing it right. But you've got to make a plan. And sometimes when we're like of two minds, I'm going to give you an example. I want to go left, I want to go right. Which way should I go? Well, you only have 2 feet. You only have 2 feet, right? And unfortunately, you cannot go left and right at the same time because you can't split yourself in half. But in your mind, you can. And you can say, oh, I should have gone left. I knew it, right? And so it's going to be something like that within you where you feel like you must go left or right and you feel like you made the wrong choice. But I promise you, the right choice is going to be made at the right time. But do it with calmness. Do not make this more stressful on yourself than you have to. Because this, honestly, I feel that, again, is the same thing as the Three of Wands. God's saying, I'm bringing this to you. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm bringing this to you. He put it twice. So because of that, God knows that some of us Libras are a little bit on the hard-headed side, or we're I need to see it to believe it. And that's okay. I'm like that too. So I'm not judging anybody, I promise you, okay? So there's a coming and going of a situation down here with the Three of Cups and the High Priestess. We said that was something unknown. Why is the High Priestess here on top of this Empress? Why is she here, please? Why is the High Priestess on top of the Empress? Tell us what that means, please. Okay, 1 second. More than one way to skin this cat. Why is the High Priestess on top of the Empress, please? Oh, too many. Oh my God. This is something different. I told you guys somebody's coming towards you to offer you marriage possibly or a relationship. You have Six of Swords, which is already here. You already had the Six of Swords from the main deck, the Weight Rider deck, you already had the Six of Swords. Now you have the King of Swords coming in, but it's up in the air. Remember the Two of Coins, similar to the Two of Coins. Why? Because certain things you've got to make your mind up. Certain things you have to literally, what's the word? You have to make a choice. You have to actually go out of your comfort level and actually step out and actually make a choice. Because if you don't, what did I say? Some of this energy will not go away on its own. It just will not, okay? I promise you. It's because we're holding on too tightly, okay? You go on, you have your conversation by yourself, okay? I'll catch up later. All right. So again, making things appear. Making things appear. Making things appear. You will be making friends this season. You will be making new friends this season. I'm going to put that card down because that's not what I was asking about. But that's the note that they gave me. So that's good. So wherever you're going, you will be able to make money because again, we have the we have the Five of Swords to the Magician and work hard here. So I thought I saw something turn over. Maybe not. Why is this Magician here with the Three of Coins, which came out twice as well? Look at that. Because some of you are entrepreneurs. This is the Seven of Cups. Some of you are entrepreneurs. Some of you have so many ideas. Remember, I used the scenario of trying to go left and right at the same time. In your brain, you can do it, but you can't physically do that because you can't cut yourself in two. So again, you have a lot of different ideas going around, bumping around in your brain. So the only way that that's going to leap out and become something, right, that it's actually going to come to fruition is you have to actually make those hard, or not even hard, it's just a matter of making choices, but you've got to make them, because if you don't make them, things will not come to fruition, okay? Anything else that you want to tell us about these different ideas? Because that's what it looks like, a different idea. Wow, what was the eyesore? I'll check into that in a minute. They wanted me to say eyesore. I don't know what the eyesore is, so we're going to check on that in a minute. Again with the, oh my ever-loving God. There's going to be somebody, or there is somebody in your life, my friends. They want you to stick to something. They want you to stick to something, my friends, okay? So they have vexation. They want to argue with you. The Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords originally came out for you, meaning you won the argument. You won the argument. But because now the Five of Swords is coming out in the favor of the King of Swords, there's somebody, could be an air sign, that's going to be coming towards you, and they're going to want to do the battle of the bands with you. I'm just kidding. You know, they're going to want to battle it up. Hi, how you doing, Alicia? They're going to want you to make a choice, decide, and stick to it. Perhaps you're good at two or more things. So their beef with you is going to be pick something, and stick with it, right? But if you're like me, I have two channels. This channel, or should I say this channel is new. My original channel was tarot, and it became something different, and it took off that way. So now this is a new channel, which please, 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 from the bottom of my heart, I love you to pieces. Subscribe and hit the like button. So this person going to feel, and it could even be, it could be a friend, it could be a parent, it could be anybody. And they could tell you, hey, stick with one thing, and just be super good at that. But if you're a Libra, Libras have a lot of ideas floating in their head because they're air thoughts. That's what the swords mean. Swords are all the thoughts that go on throughout the day, and we dissect and we mull over, we chew, we regurgitate, etc. That's why we make such good lawyers and diplomats, because we can look at every angle, okay? But this person that's coming in, is going to feel like you need to make a choice. Pick this or pick that, pick this or pick that. And you may be like, no, I'm going to pick whatever I want. I'm not going left or right. I'm just going, okay? So just be forewarned about it. There's no reason to fight about it, especially if this is a loved one or a significant other. Just stick with it, you know, and just maybe possibly explain to them that you can do more than one thing. You can walk, talk, and chew gum at the same time, okay? So maybe something like that, okay? All right, so here, this last throw, before we go into our oracle deck, we have the 5 of coins and we have the 8 of swords, and this is promoting something from the past. So again, if it's not something you did in the past, meaning work-wise, work of your hands, something that maybe you got to reflect back on, or it could be a person. Okay, let's take a look. So what is this 5 of coins and this 5 of cups? What is this? What is this, please and thank you? What is this, please and thank you? 5 of coins, 5 of cups. What is this, please and thank you? And I forgot I didn't even grab the other deck again. What is this, please and thank you? Okay. Back to my other deck. What is the 5 of coins, 5 of cups, please? All right. Let's take a look. Let's see what it wants to tell us. Again, making this plan with this sneakiness. You don't trust this person that's coming in. You don't trust them. You know, it says right there, 7. Let's turn it around so you can see what I'm seeing right here. See that? Sneaky. So whoever's coming in, you're going to feel like they're being sneaky. You're going to feel like they have ulterior motives. That's what you're going to feel like. So just know that you got to make good decisions. You do have the world card, the Wheel of Fortune here, along with the Ace of Wands. So just know that you have to use discernment. You will have to use good judgment where this person is concerned. You know what? Let me just pull a couple more cards for this person, just because I know if you're anything like me, you're going to be wondering, okay? So can they trust this person that's coming in with the Ace of Wands from the past? Can they trust this person that's coming in from the past? Please and thank you. Can Libra trust this person? Please and thank you. I don't like to leave ends undone, you know? All right, what is this? Yes, you can. You indeed can trust this person. You couldn't have gotten a better card. That's the Sun. So yes, they are meaning what they say and they're saying what they mean, my Libras. It's just that in the past, they've probably disappointed you and they've probably shown you something that you just didn't think was in your favor, okay? All right, guys. Let's see what this Oracle deck wants to tell us, the Sacred Prevaler Oracle. Okay, that's what we're using. For Libra, please, further messages for Libra. I'm gonna take that one for sure because that one flipped and it just felt different, you know? It felt like it wanted to come out. Okay. I'm just gonna do 3. All right. Wow, so the one they wanted to come out, go slow, take your time, fogged in. So remember what I told you in the beginning, that whatever you were experiencing in the past, it felt like it wasn't moving forward, like nothing was going your way. Well, it is going to move forward, guys. You were just fogged in. Fogged in means there was fog all around you. You couldn't see where you were going. You didn't know where you were going. And so you couldn't steer in the right direction. Okay, guys? But it's changing. Hallelujah. Okay, answering the call. The time is now. Remember what I said. Things are changing. So this new beginning that they're giving you twice over here on the second portion of the throw, they're telling you the time is now. Things are going to be moving forward. You might even want to, you know, put your belt on, so to speak, your suspenders, because you're going to have to be ready for when this change starts happening. And I think it's already happening now because I can feel the energy shift, and I hope you can do, okay? This one is surrendering to the journey, release control. Remember what I kept telling you guys? And I'm gonna pull it out because we're towards the end here. Remember I told you, God said, I'm giving you this brand new beginning. Where? I don't see it. I said, I'm giving you this new beginning. So again, release the control. And I think that that's a big issue right now for all of us. Not just you, I promise, not just you, any Libra, any air sign out there may be going through similar things to where you feel like, oh, when is this gonna change? I want it now. And God or Spirit, whatever you wanna call it, is saying, but it is coming. But I want it right this moment. Hey, hold your horses, it's coming. Any last energies that you want to talk to Libra about in reference to where their luck lies for this period? Lots of jumpers. This period and this portion of the week, please and thank you. Where does their luck lie? Where does their luck lie? Please and thank you. Okay, we got a jumper again. Okay, got another king on the table. Right, putting that away. Your first card is the Ace of Wands again. You got the Ace of Wands, my friends, 3 times. 3 times. The Ace of Wands, all different decks. That's freaking awesome. Okay. So you got the Ace of Wands. This one is a star level number 3. The higher the level of the stars, the more important the card is, okay? And this one has to do with wisdom. Remember I told you, you have to make decisions. So you have to be wise and you have to make plans this time around. It says the line that starts from the root of the thumb and the index finger and extends to the other side of the palm. According to this line, the suitable occupation, funny because we were talking about work, suitable occupations and working style can be one of being determined. You are someone who you don't just give up, you keep going. That's exactly what it's telling you. You keep going. You're a determined person. So because of that, it's telling you that's the kind of person you are and that's the kind of person you have to become or be like. Your second card was the King of Wands, star level 3, and it says this is the marriage line. And I told you guys, for some of y'all, you will be getting married or being asked to move in together, going to the next level. This says your living standard may experience a leap through marriage, and marriage will be a turning point in your life. In case you think I'm kidding you. Can you see that? Wow, guys. I think I've done my work today. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Help me to grow this channel organically, just like the other one is growing, and I appreciate everything. Leave your beautiful comments, and please don't be shy to come on back. You are Libra family, air signs. I had a Virgo here, and I'm very, very happy and pleased to have y'all here. This makes my heart sing, and I appreciate you. Victoria Violet here. Until we meet again, my friends, stay safe, love and light.